Let it be Premiere Pro, let it be Final Cut Pro, but it's just not enough. You will always need some extra add-ons to your applications to spice up your footage, to spice up your work, and to spice up your project. So today I'm gonna discuss 8 best Premiere Pro add-ons which are best according to me and I personally use them. But before moving further, intro. So as I already talked about it, color grading is one of the most effective ways to make your videos look very cinematic. So the first plugin that we're talking about is the Magic Bullet from Red Giant. Though the Lumetri color of the Premiere Pro is actually very good enough to color grade your footage, but sometimes you may require some extra facilities or extra features to actually color grade your footage very professionally. Sometimes to get that Hollywood type look, you will find it difficult to actually get that look with the Lumetri color in Premiere Pro. In that case, Magic Bullet actually comes very handy because it's actually a very good color grading tool according to me. I am personally using it for almost like 2-3 years now, and I actually love how it gives us the feature to apply some film looks to it. It has already got some pre-installed color grading filters on it, which will just save your time when you are in hurry or you want to get that look very easily. The best part is you can customize every filter that's installed in it. So it's extremely recommended if you are going for specific looks in your videos. So the next plugin we are talking about is also from Red Giant, which is the Red Giant Universe. Red Giant Universe is a pack of tons of effects that can be used for creative purposes like music videos. When you are editing music videos, you want to get some crazy effects on your videos to match up with the beats and with the lyrics and with the sequences. So in that case, you can go for this Red Giant Universe, which will provide you tons of crazy effects like distortion and other things that will just spice up your music video. But it's only recommended if you edit music videos, and you will not need this plugin until and unless you are going for such creative projects. So the next plugin we are talking about is the Twixtor from Revision. Twixtor is a plugin which can be used for converting a normal footage into a slow motion footage. So what happens when you try to slow down a 24 fps footage? You get the jittery look and that choppy look of the video, right? But when you slow down a 60 fps or a 120 fps footage, you get a very smooth slow motion. But sometimes what happens as a beginner, you sometimes forget to shoot at higher frame rate while shooting, and then while editing you realize that you need to have that slow motion, but you obviously can't go and shoot that again. So in that case, Twixtor can be used to get the slow motion footage. What Twixtor does actually is that it just doubles the frame to get that information. So it basically recreates the extra frames. But the Twixtor will fail if you try to slow down a footage that has a lot of movement in it. Suppose a ball falling into the ground or some heavy action movements. In that case, when you use the Twixtor, the slow motion footage will not be smooth and it will just be unusable. So this is a plugin which is good to have in your application, but it's not that recommended to use it very often. So try to plan your things and shoot at different frame rates accordingly. So the next plugin we are talking about is an audio plugin, which is the Acusonas Era 4 bundle. Though the inbuilt audio effects in the Premiere Pro is actually very good, but I found that the Acusonas Era 4 things are a little better. So the Era 4 bundle has noise remover, reverb remover and DSR and all such things which will help you to get a very nice audio. I found that all the effects in the Era 4 bundle are actually very good and it's extremely recommended. So the next stuff we are talking about is only recommended if you are an YouTuber. So it's the Video Hive, the YouTuber pack. So the YouTuber pack from Video Hive contains a lot of elements that you will need as a YouTuber. It includes the end screens, the titles, the lower thirds, the subscribe animations and many stuffs that you will need as a YouTuber. And all the things in it are customizable, like the color, the text and everything you want to change. It's extremely easy. You may have seen my previous end screen which I used in almost more than 40 videos, and it's also from this YouTuber pack. So I extremely recommend you if you want to go for that YouTuber things, for that YouTuber elements. So the next stuff we are talking about is the Premiere Studio text presets. Though you get some basic text animations in the Premiere Pro itself, but most of the times I actually use the After Effects for the text animations. But now with the Premiere Studio text presets, I can easily get some creative text animations for my different types of text that I use in my videos. And in this way I can avoid going into the After Effects again and again. So the Premiere Studio text preset has got many types of text animations, like scale animations or position animations or like zoom animations, fade animations, all such basic and creative animations as well. So this preset is recommended if you use a lot of text in your videos to explain something for your YouTube videos or for some client videos or for any purpose. So the next stuff we are talking about is the Motion Factory Infinity tools. This pack has got some variety of things which you can use very readily in Premiere Pro. It has got callouts, it has got shapes, it has got different graphic elements for your videos. So if you make infographic videos or such videos which includes many graphic elements in it, then you will just love this pack, because without actually going into After Effects, in Premiere Pro only you can get some many animations which is extremely customizable. You can change any color, position, everything, and it includes a lot of things. And when I say a lot of things, a lot of things. This pack has also got some YouTube elements like subscribe animations and lower thirds and stuffs like that can help you as a YouTuber. So it's extremely recommended if you use a lot of graphic elements in your videos. And the last stuff we are talking about is the Video Lancer's seamless transition. This is a Premiere Pro template which includes a lot of transitions, I guess about 1000 or more. I actually don't know the actual numbers, but actually a lot of them. The reason I included this stuff in the last number, because I will not recommend you to use this on a regular basis, because transitions are often used to deliver a story, convey a story to the audience. Transitions should only complement and contribute to the story of the video, and it should not be just crazy stuffs here and there. So a ready to use template may not be always helpful because they are not that customizable, and it may sometimes ruin your video. So make your own transitions while you edit a video, and don't just use a ready to use transitions in a video. But in some purposes you can use a ready to use transitions and it will just be okay. I personally like to do all the transitions in the camera while shooting, and I actually kind of avoid different transitions in post. If you saw my artist b-roll, then most of the transitions used in the video are the in-camera transitions, and in post I hardly used any transition in the video. But yeah, you can use this template on specific occasions and in a creative basis, so that these transitions just do not ruin your footage and it just makes your video look good. It has got many types of transitions like zoom transition, wave pan transition, slide transition, rotation transitions, and all such things. So yeah, don't use this on a regular basis but can be used at specific occasions. So these were the 8 best add-ons to Premiere Pro according to me, because I use them personally. I have all of them personally in my application. So I also recommend you to have all these stuffs in your application so that you can use them creatively for your specific projects and spice up your good work. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope the video was helpful for you. If you liked the video, then don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button below down there. And having that said, see you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.